There's no such thing as having a balance when it comes to drinking alcohol. No such thing as doing good, balancing out drinking with not drinking, going out and partying and hanging out with not the greatest people, hanging out with some positive people. There's no such thing as balance, you guys. When you're drinking alcohol, you are going into negativity. You are slowly damaging your health. You're slowly letting another spirit taking over your body until there is no going back. And if you're one of those people that says that there is a balance, that you believe there's a balance, and you currently say you have a balance with going out, partying, drinking, and all that stuff, you know that it's bad for you. You're just saying that so it doesn't seem like you're doing all this bad stuff. You want to cover those not so great things that you are doing: drinking alcohol, partying, doing drugs, hanging out with the wrong crew. You know that that's damaging your health, that you're damaging your liver, that you're harming yourself. You know that's not self-love. You're hanging out with these people that say they're gonna have a good time. They're promising you a good time, to go out, to loosen up, so you can stop thinking about your problems, about your worries, to deal with your stress. None of that is going to make your stress or anything go away. It's going to make you feel even worse. It's going to make you feel shitty, especially if your goal is to get drunk and to just escape your reality. You're going to feel shitty the next day. You're going to have a hangover. You're just going to feel like shit, full of negativity, and you probably regret it. The next morning you regret it. I know when I would go out, I would regret it. Like, why did I drink so much? Why am I putting myself through this? It's poison. Alcohol is poison. You're poisoning yourself. You end up throwing up. You end up not wanting to do anything. You probably had some plans. You're not going to do any of it that you had planned. You're drinking all this alcohol, but then you say that there's a balance because the next day you're going to drink a juice. You're going to drink an immunity shot. You're going to drink some soup. You're going to go to the gym. You really think that's going to help you feel any better? No. And especially if it's just a cycle of you going out every single weekend, what's the point of drinking the few juices that you drink, the few trips to the gym? What's that going to do to you? Nothing, because you're still repeating this negative cycle. You're still damaging your health. You're still damaging yourself in the inside. Not only are you damaging yourself physically by drinking alcohol, you're damaging yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Your mental health is going to go down the drain. You might think going out is having fun. It really isn't having fun. And this is from experience. I used to think it was fun. There's nothing fun about it. There's nothing fun about poisoning your body, about hanging out with people that go and party every single weekend. There's nothing fun about the club. Nothing at all. When I reflect, it's like I can see myself there right now, like me, this outsider. And I feel like this, and I can see this because that's how I felt when I was there. I felt like I was out of my body, like my soul was out of my body, if that makes sense. Because when you're drinking alcohol, it's another spirit taking over your body. It would take over my body, and it's like my soul was out, and I would just look around and I'd question myself, like, what am I doing? And you see all these lost souls. I mean, I'm more about energy, and even before, but I wasn't so connected because I was disconnecting myself through all these substances. I see more than the physical, you know what I'm saying? I see the energy, I feel the energy, and I would feel all these lost souls. And it's just like a club, you know, that's where people get together, people who are lost. There's no true connections there. Nobody there is being their true selves. Everybody's there to escape, to numb themselves, to numb their feelings, to probably look for a one-night stand. There is nothing fun about that. I get it. I used to think it was fun. You might think it's fun, but it's really not fun. Like, what's fun about poisoning your body? What's fun about feeling like shit the next day and having a hangover? Nothing fun about it. There's nothing fun about having a one-night stand. There's nothing fun about smoking, about escaping. There's just nothing fun about that. The stuff that I do now is what I think it's fun. I find meditating fun. We all define fun differently, but there's really nothing fun about being intoxicated. For you, fun might be hanging out with friends. I don't find that fun unless they're like aligned with me and we have some similar things. I would have fun going to the beach with people. I would have fun going to a bookstore with people, reading at the library. And you might want to go to a, what's it called, like a theme park. You might want to go out to eat. I don't go out to eat. I prefer to cook. I think it'd be more fun cooking a home cooked meal. It's different for everybody. But just being in that scene, that party scene, that club scene, drinking, intoxicating yourself, taking all these substances, there's nothing fun about it, especially in the long run, you guys. It took me a while to get out of that life. It takes people a little bit, you know, quickly they might realize, like, fuck, what am I doing? They're seeing that they're losing themselves and they're like, oh shit, I need to stop. Like, I don't want to do this. It takes some time for other people, and other people just can't ever seem to leave that lifestyle. And I hope that that does not happen to you, and that you realize right now and that you're like, for real, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? What does that bring you? Nothing good, nothing positive. It's all negativity. And with all this balance bullshit, you saying that you're gonna do this, this, and that, you're damaging your body, and then you think you're helping it by drinking a juice, by going to the gym. That's not helping your body in any way. Like, it takes time to detox your body from all those substances. It's not just like a one day thing. Like, oh, you're drinking every single weekend, but then throughout the weekday, you're drinking juices and all this stuff. Like, no. And then if you really think about it, imagine how much more healthier, how much better you would feel if you just cut all that out, all the alcohol, all the partying, going out, all the nasty foods that you're eating, and instead staying consistent every single day with drinking juices, eating healthy, eating a home cooked meal, working out. I'm not saying be at the gym 24/7 going hard and all, but some type of body movement, meditating, journaling, reading, whatever it is. If you were to be consistent with that, hanging out by yourself, you guys, because a lot of people go out to drink and party with all these other people because they think that that's being social, that that's being fun, but it's not. You know, there's other ways to be social, and you just want to be included and not feel excluded and seem like you're the boring person because you don't want to drink, because you don't want to go out. No, if those people believe that, like, let them be. And if you don't believe that, chill alone, be alone. You will attract people like you, and you will come across people that align with your beliefs and that align with who you truly are, instead of you trying to pretend to be somebody that you're really not just so you're liked. There's just so many things internally that you're damaging by drinking alcohol and taking all these substances and just hanging out with negative people, because you guys, by being surrounded with all these negative people, you're going to turn negative. You guys, you are who you hang out with. If you're hanging out with 6 alcoholics, you're going to be the 7th one. If you're just hanging out with negative people, you're just going to be consuming negativity. You're going to be engaging with negativity, and your energy is just going to be negative. It's time you take self-accountability. You know that it's wrong. You know that drinking alcohol is wrong. Even if it's just once a week, you guys, you're still damaging your body because you might get just hammered. And it's not the alcohol itself. It's the you thinking in your mind that it's helping you relax, that it's helping you feel calm and unwind. It's not. It's you escaping your problems, and then you're going to keep seeking that escape. It starts with alcohol, and then it just leads to other worst substances. A lot of you just worry about the external. You want to look good, and you think you're looking good by going out and drinking and hanging out with these certain people, and then you think you're looking good because you're trying to eat healthy, you're going to the gym, and it's not about the external, it's about the internal, because you might look good, but do you really feel good? Just imagine how much better you will feel, how much better you will look if you were to be consistent with eating healthy, with drinking those juices, with going to the gym, and with not hanging out with negative people, with not going out, with not drinking at all, you guys, with being sober. Being sober is the way to go. Being sober makes you feel good, it makes you look good. And it's not focusing on the external that's going to make you look good that much. You have to focus on the internal. If you feel good, you're going to look good. If you look good, most of the time you do not feel good. You might be looking good on the outside, but you might be looking like shit on the inside. And it's not just like an overnight change. I feel like the decision is, but it takes some time. I don't like labels, but when I went like vegan, plant-based, that stuff, it took a while to figure out what I like, to see how to cook things together, how to cook certain things. Like quinoa. I don't know how to cook quinoa. I know how to cook rice. I know how to cook meat. I know how to cook all these dishes that contain meat. I just how to play in the kitchen. Starting over is fun. A lot of you like your comfort zone, but there's no growth in that. There's no learning in that. I don't mind making mistakes. I don't mind learning from my mistakes. I take self-accountability, and that's really growth, and that helps with building confidence. I love giving myself a little pep talk. I love positive affirmations, and it's the small things that a lot of you don't do, that you guys think it's weird, that it's weird talking to yourself, but it really isn't. It's not weird letting go of things. It's not weird hanging out alone. It's not weird going sober. We need to normalize going sober. There's nothing normal about going out, drinking, getting drunk. Nothing normal about that. That's just like, it's an issue. People be having issues, and everybody has their own issues. I know I had my own issues. I still have some issues, you know? I had excuses for why I would go out, drink, and literally black the fuck out. Why I would escape and numb myself, because that's what I would do. At first, it started off as fun, but looking back, I knew it wasn't always fun. Deep down, I just wanted to escape, and that was an easy way to escape. I mean, alcohol, it's disgusting. I was craving that escape feeling of just not feeling anything, of literally like just not being present. You probably grew up in a family that drinks. That's their way of having fun. It's just letting go of things that you grew up with, things that you do not believe in. Does it feel weird? Yes. It's uncomfortable. Yes, but that's growth, because you are your own person. Your family shouldn't decide what you do. Your friends, nothing. You are your own person. It's your life. It's nobody else's life. So you need to stop caring about what other people are saying, what they think about you, because when you care about what other people think and say about you, that's you giving them control over over your life. You're making them decide for you what to do. And that's not how you should live your life. You should live your own life. You should have fun in your own ways. Because I know a lot of you are just going out to seem cool. That's a lot of people. They want to be included. They want to seem cool. But there's nothing cool about that. I don't find nothing cool about that. Drinking alcohol is so unattractive. Smoking is so unattractive. Like people smelling like weed, that is so unattractive. So unattractive. But that's me. And I'm just telling you guys how much better your life would be if you just stopped with that balance bullshit, because you know that that's wrong for you. You're just covering up all that bad stuff with a couple of good stuff. Consistency is key. You're being consistent with drinking and partying. What's that bringing you? Nothing. But if you were to be consistent with drinking your juices, I don't work out all like that. So, but just some type of body movement, eating healthy. For me, it's more of like the eating, you guys. I don't really see somebody for their appearance. I see their energy first. I feel their energy, their aura. Like I just see them so bright. Like you just can't tell, you guys. You could just tell when you're so connected to your own energy. You're so in tune and you feel the vibes. That's why I don't go out. That whole life, I'm so glad I left it and that I stayed consistent with all these other positive habits, because I feel so positive now. And you just start trying to be positive. It just all clicks, you guys. It all clicks and it's all common sense, to be honest. But a lot of you are just in denial, and it's time you take accountability and that you accept shit for what it is, you guys. If you feel like shit, you went through shit, you're probably still going through shit, people did you wrong, your family's not there for you, your friends aren't there for you. Cool, dude. This is a sign for you to start loving yourself, for you to take action and live your life. What do you want to do? Write down some goals. Start journaling. However you're feeling, feel it. Feel it. If you want to feel down for a day, take a day. Feel it all. Let it all out. Scream, journal, go for a walk. And then it's just time to do you. What's the worst that can happen? Nothing. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about these things. This video might be all over the place a little bit. I never try to come across like, don't drink. And I really never say, don't drink alcohol. You shouldn't. To be honest, alcohol is poison, you guys. Alcohol is poison. That's just a fact. I've talked about my experience with alcohol. It was all traumatic, to be honest. All of that whole shit. I did some crazy shit. Crazy shit happened to me. I went through some crazy ass shit. The people that I would hang out with, there was some traumatic ass shit, and I'd be like, I cannot believe like I did this. I would literally wake up and I'd be like, where the fuck am I? Like blacking out, not knowing anything. That is traumatic. Trying to put the pieces together. I talk about this and I talk about my feelings and experiences. If you had just been there and really gone through what I've gone through, experienced my experience with alcohol, like I was deep in that shit, you guys, and that I'm out, I'm so proud of myself. I was drinking for so many years, and if I could do it, anybody could do it. If you've been drinking for 20 plus years, 5 years, however many years, you can get out of it. There's just no need for alcohol. Then you can live a happy, peaceful life without alcohol. Alcohol just doesn't bring anything positive into your life, to be honest. Thank you so much for watching this episode or listening to it. I'll talk to you guys in the next episode. Peace.